Hi, this is Alison Farnsworth, and I'm just going to talk today about some community resources which can be found in the neighborhood of Frayser within the Memphis community. The first resource which I identified was Innovation Church. This was actually the location where our group met for the community panel, which we attended. It was a beautiful location in the heart of a neighborhood, so it really felt like it was invested in working with the community and coming alongside the community. Innovation offers summer camps and supports currently. So while students might not be getting the education and lessons that they normally get throughout the school year, they are getting some of those aspects at Innovation Church if they attend the summer camp, and this just kind of helps keep them up to date and up to speed so that when they do come back in the fall, they are not as behind as they otherwise might be. Innovation also offers nursery, and then WOW, which is their group for elementary students, and InZone, which is their group for middle and high schoolers. And this just demonstrates that they're invested in their community, specifically the children within the Frayser community. And again, I just recognized how integrated they were with the community and the support, and just very aware of what's going on within Frayser. The second resource which I identified was the Community Development Corporation of Frayser, or the CDC. We specifically met with Steve Lockwood, who is pictured on the right, and he was just a wealth of knowledge about Frayser as a community, as well as specifically about the CDC. We worked alongside the CDC one day as we removed belongings from an individual's home who would have been identified as a hoarder. And it just was an eye-opening experience, really, about how beautiful or how loved a house can look from the outside, but when you open it up, we really got insight into who this individual was through her belongings and through the way she lived her life. But the CDC offers many different resources for the community. Specifically, they have helped and counsel over 2,000 households about home ownership and just kind of stewardship and becoming invested in the neighborhood. They have rehabilitated over 195 homes, so that's where they have gone in and rebuilt them and modernized them, and they have sold or rented a little over 200 homes to this date. So where they said that they started and they were selling about 2 homes a month, they're now up to about 10 homes a month. And while that doesn't sound like a ton, it does demonstrate the steps that they're taking and able to achieve as they move forward and invest in the Frayser community. What I particularly took away from Steve's presentation was how when they do go in and they do update a house and they raise the property value of that home, they in effect raise the property value of the homes within a 500-foot radius, which again just demonstrates like, wow, the power in the greater community. And then my next resource was the Ed Rice Community Center. This can be found really in the heart of the Frayser community. It offers a walking trail along the outskirts, which many individuals in the community are found to walk that trail in the morning. And then inside the gyms, courts, and classrooms, which are offered to the community, on our community panel, they really explained that this was the heart and soul of the community, that Frayser is huge as a whole, but when you are able to step back and see them as individuals and those who come together, a lot of times it happens at the Ed Rice Center, and unfortunately it's not really able to serve everyone because Frayser is so large, and this is only a single community center, so just people can't get there, or it's a little out of the way for people, but it's doing what it's able to do in the best way it's able to. And Agape was another resource which I identified. its goal is to love children, serve families, and support communities, specifically using community services, homelessness services, school-based supports, counseling, adoption, and foster care. And I really found this one interesting because I know that Agape partners with Whitney Elementary, which is the school which I will be placed, and they have a resource specific, a room specific to the Agape aides where students can go and work through counseling or attendance. And my final resource I identified was the Pursuit of God Church, which we attended twice during our clinical experience. It's a church on Sundays. It's the home to some of the Agape offices during the week, and then currently it's offering summer camps, in which again children are able to go and kind of so they don't fall behind during the summer again.